The or scam is one of the oldest tricks in the Japanese fraudster's playbook, which takes its name from the masculine way of saying me in Japanese. The con artist calls the target on the phone and instead of giving his name simply says, "It's me," hoping that the target will assume it's their son, grandson, or some other male acquaintance who's in trouble, and will supply the necessary cash to get them out of the non-existent jam, with the false promise of reimbursing them once they've gotten the situation sorted out, acting as extra leverage. The latest victim of such a scheme is an 84-year-old woman living in Tokyo's Itabashi ward, who was contacted on May 31st by a man who, during the midpoint of the conversation, claimed to be her eldest son. He explained that he'd misplaced a briefcase with an important work-related contract in it, and that he needed some money to make amends. He then sent another man claiming to be the woman's son's coworker to pick up 2 cash payments from her. So far, this is all pretty standard or scam stuff, though going back for a second cash score from the same mark is a pretty bold move. But what really makes this case stand out is the amount the woman was cheated out of, as the 2 bundles of cash she handed over totaled 82.5 million yen. Unfortunately, the woman didn't become suspicious until after handing over the second payment and parting ways with the coworker. She then called the man who'd claimed to be her son back and asked him what his grandparents' names were, and it was only when he was unable to answer that she finally understood that she'd been bilked out of a fortune. The police are now looking for the scam artist, as it's unclear if the man who received the money is the same person as the man who called her, though no concrete leads have been announced. Hopefully they'll be caught eventually, but in the meantime, let this serve as an example that as safe as Japan is, there are criminals here as well, and you should never hand over money, especially 80+ million yen's worth, to someone who only identifies himself as me. Source: TBS News Viajin. Read more stories from Soar News 24. Video shows what may be Japan's most artless scam artist launch herself into a stopped car video. Fraudsters in China set up entirely fake bank, scam millions out of unsuspecting customers. Is it a crime to ditch a bad date and leave them with a bill? Japanese man finds out copyright. Soar News 24.